comes to weathering a heat wave, one of the ways we can be really cheerful about it is to remember how we actually get fired up more than a robust hike to El Capitan, Yosemite Falls, or even Half Dome. These are places that really pique my interest, even though they're a mile off in elevation from the valley floor of Yosemite National Park. They ignite and represent an opportunity to fire up my passion, performance, and purpose. There is nothing like a challenging hike to claim my desire to rise up in our world. The trail to our grand finale, older age years, requires diligence. Longevity is often sought for the sake of continuity, connection, and contribution. These attributes are vital, not only in the business world, but especially in the familial world. Productivity in the terminal years are highly sought, especially when it comes to independence and staying functional enough to rely on oneself. We can enjoy these years lightheartedly and cheerfully by planning, and it is never too early to start. As an example, are we motivated by wallowing with the monthly mortuary membership? Or are we willing to embark on the longevity lifestyle leverage of maximizing our passion, performance, and purpose? Which club do you want to belong to? What is most intriguing is how our systems, bodily speaking, biologically, hold together with the ever-changing understanding of how our biology supports our physiology. Research has taken a strong stance for the sake of maintaining independence for as long as possible. What has been most interesting for me is learning that what works in the younger years is not as necessary in the older years. Conversely, what we can get away with in the younger years does not float as well in the later years. There are 7 important considerations that play a significant role in leveraging the years of longevity. The most significant factor is having a mission and a purpose that motivates, like hiking Mount Whitney or all those other high points of Yosemite, or some other lofty place that requires the best out of all of us. What helps our physical and biological performance are 7 areas of consideration that grow in significance the older we get. Alphabetically speaking, the first is what is known as autophagy. Autophagy is sort of like looking at your body like your office. You want to make sure that you get rid of all the clutter that's in the way. We want to get rid of senescent cells, especially in the fascia. We want hydration to water down and eliminate the lymphatic collection and eradication of waste products. A disorganized desk or filing cabinet does not follow a foundational retrieval system. That slows us down. Nothing worse than trying to look for a vital document that was misfiled. Like a muscle bogged down with debris and clutter of old, semi-retired cells. They are not only avoid significant contribution, but they get in the way of the cells that are contributing. One of the best ways to implement autophagy is through periods of fasting, and that varies from person to person. But there are methods of basically cleaning cellular house as frequently as possible and not get lost or compromised by senescent clutter. The second area is what is known as zone 2 tolerance. This is an exercise term that helps us with maintaining a mild strain in short duration, basically movement, which stimulates circulation, being able to take a walk and talk at the same time without gasping, keeping circulation going, breathing intentional and light. Done by pulling weeds, sweeping, washing windows, not like chopping firewood, but energizing the body and with purpose. Consistency of food, that's the third factor. Making sure that we eat in distinct pockets of nutrition as well as breaks where no digestion is being required. It's best if we can take a break that stops for at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 hours in between meals instead of constantly grazing. This is a real hardship on our system, biologically and physiologically. Avoid grazing. So give the body a chance to just really take a break and stop. The fourth area is building muscle. It's important to move with muscles, strengthen them, and maintain balance. Major energy source is derived from our muscle. It's a huge user of biologic glucose when we eat certain foods. It's one of the best ways to maintain good metabolic management if we have a large muscle mass. It keeps our body warm, and that's really important. That's acquired by lifting weights a couple of times a week. It helps promote balance, and it does something that requires food for fuel. So don't expect to build muscle if you're on a serious fast. The fifth area is sleep. Sleep belongs to the exercise cycle. It's so important to sleep well so that you can work well. Work and have activity that's meaningful requires good sleep. Physically, during the day is, really important for us to enjoy a good night's sleep. And when sleep is functionally productive, we get better at doing what we need to do during the day. 6 is resilience. We all have stress, but what's really important is that we have a landing pad, a place where we can go for ultimate peace and reverse the impact of stress. Stress is actually a beneficial experience because it stimulates our body to up level a bit and builds our tolerance. It's like when we're first born, we have baby skin on the bottom of our feet. Going barefoot is difficult, but we toughen up with a little bit of stress to our skin. And even stress in our psychological makeup is beneficial in keeping us where we need to go and strengthening ourselves. 7th, lastly, is community. Community matters. It's important to get together with people where performance is not the requirement. A place where a person feels safe and can connect without really being on stage, so to speak. Finally, the question is, are we motivated for participating and being a member of the monthly mortuary membership? Or are we willing to embark on the longevity lifestyle leverage of maximizing our passion, performance, and purpose? Having the strongest goals help motivate us into keeping our vehicle for life, our body, in the best of shape. Which do you choose?